Hi, everybody. My name is Beth Wahlig. I'm a director of socially responsible investing here at MRA Advisory Group. We have offices here in Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania, and we are headquartered in Parsippany, New Jersey. We offer a lot of financial services for individuals, small businesses, and nonprofit organizations. Today's topic is concentrated on the financial planning process. It is something that is so near and dear to my heart, and it is something that I developed over the last couple of years. And the reason why I developed it was because I felt that a lot of the large financial services organizations and banks really were not focused on women and their financial needs. And I had done a bunch of market research and found out that women's lifestyle choices are very important in terms of their finances. And so that is the topic here today. I'm going to be sharing a screen with you, so a little bit of patience here, and then we'll get started. Thank you for joining. Okay, so the topic here today is your lifestyle choices and financial goals. That's me. Okay, so there has been a number of market research studies that have looked at the attitudes of women towards money. And what they found is that women care very much about a life and wealth balance. They understand that there is a trade-off between making money and enjoying life. And this is very, very important because women tend to live longer and they tend to earn less than men. Today, women still earn only 70 cents to the dollar that men do. And women are primarily responsible for taking care of family members, whether that's aging parents or grown children that come back or young children. We do have long, stressful days trying to juggle it all. The good news, though, is that women now represent more than 50% of the workforce, and more women are now in management positions. Women are also more likely to inherit their family wealth from their parents. Actually, in 2 years, the wealth of women in the United States will outnumber men, and the total amount is an outstanding $22 trillion. So women do have the wealth, and they are a force to be reckoned with. And yet the major financial services firms still have not developed programs tailored for women. So I decided a couple years ago that I wanted to create a financial planning process that really revolved around women and their financial needs. And the first thing I did was I wanted to incorporate, after looking at a lot of research, a program that was focused on women's lifestyle choices. So I developed a lifestyle choices questionnaire that my clients fill out. And in that questionnaire, it goes through a series of questions about the things that are most important to them in their current life and what they expect their lives to be going forward. Most financial services firms just ask you the basics. When do you want to retire? How much money do you make? What is your mortgage payment? How much have you saved for college? they really never focus on a woman's dreams. And that is so important and so critical in developing a financial plan. So I'm going to go through a hypothetical client here to sort of walk you through the financial planning process. And the first thing I do when I sit down with my clients, I say, what are the 5 big dreams that haven't come true? And they're like, well, I have one dream. And I said, no, think of like even more than that. What are the 5 big dreams that haven't come true for you? And for Susan, the first thing that popped into her head was like, gee, I'd like to visit Hawaii. I've always wanted to go to the islands. I've always wanted to learn how to surf. I've wanted to do that since I was a teenager, and now I'm in my early 40s, and I would like to do that. And, you know, Susie Orman, who you might know, she's an author of many financial books. And she also was once a financial advisor. That's actually how she started her career. Said, thoughts begin the journey that ultimately delivers you to your destination. So there is a lot of preparation and a lot of thought process that needs to go into building a financial plan. And creating a lifestyle that makes them happy in is really what women care about. The next process is I sat down with Susan and I had her prioritize her lifestyle choices. And this is sort of the list of lifestyle choices that I have my clients rank. And so for Susan, she thought long and hard about it, but the things that were very important to her were sort of like her career, her family, and taking care of loved ones, particularly her parents. Education was very important to her in terms of pursuing different things in her career. She also wanted to focus much more on eating healthy and nutrition, and particularly, you know, wellness activities. So we took all that into consideration in developing a budget for her. The next thing I do is a very delicate topic, but it is so important as part of the financial process. And that looks at, what are your current concerns? What are the major problems that you need to tackle in your life? And I asked this about Susan because, you know, we all get a little sunburnt by the glare of life. Yes, we do. Things happen. Things we least expect will happen. And we need to be prepared financially for those things. So it's not just important to pursue your dreams, it's also to overcome those challenges and problems that you need to face in life. And that does have an impact on your finances. And so with Susan, we built a budget, but that budget revolved around her major lifestyle goals. And her 4 top priorities were health and wellness, family and loved ones, her career, and her travel. And so we built different items into her budget. So we built in the cost of hiring a nutrition and having more massages. We built in medical expenses for her elderly parents because they might have to actually hire a home health aide, and Susan wanted to help with that. She thought that she also should further her career. She is currently a commercial real estate agent, and she thought she could earn money on the side being an appraiser, but she needed to get certified. So she needed to put in the budget a program, an education program for that. And then, of course, we incorporated a travel into her budget. And there was 2 aspects to this. We decided we would set up an investment account where she could put her current savings into that. And then in her budget, every month she would start saving $200 to $300 for her travel. So as you can see, building a budget can be basically done around your major lifestyle goals. The next step of the process is building a very comprehensive financial plan. And basically, this financial plan is your roadmap for retirement. And there's a lot of stuff, there's a lot of moving parts with this, but basically, this is a summary of it. There will be a list of your lifestyle choices and those specific financial goals that you need to sort of achieve over the next couple of years. For Susan, it was very important that she get an emergency fund in place. She had some money set aside, but she needed more. A budget was done. We also set up a college savings plans. She had a teenage son who was a sophomore in high school, so we did that. We estimated what her cash flow would be over the next 3 years so that she could become a lot more basically focused on her retirement plans. We also made sure that Susan set aside the maximum in her 401k on her road to retirement. We said before, we set up a taxable investment account that is also going to be used for travel and also for her retirement. And this is a part of the financial planning process that is so important, and this is asset protection. You need to protect your assets because those assets are part of your wealth. And so for Susan, she purchased 2 insurance policies. One was a life insurance policy for $1 million. And the other thing that she did was she purchased umbrella insurance through her basically homeowner's insurance package. And then I also helped Susan prepare a will and start getting focused on estate planning. And that is done through a third-party provider that MRA Advisory Group works with called Everplans. So just in summary, our financial planning process at MRA Advisory Group is focused on your personal financial goals, and it incorporates those lifestyle choices that are so important to you. And it is a living document, and it needs to be flexible because it is constantly changing. So I look at it as the wheels of like wheels turning, and they're basically gears that just sort of turn with each other in the process. So you have your lifestyle choices, you create a budget, you have the financial goals, and then you have target dates. You need to know when those financial goals should be achieved. So you implement that plan, and that is so important. So many people develop a plan, it's never implemented. So I, as a financial advisor, work with my clients to implement that plan. And we track it and we update it as needed. So I work with you to make sure you are on the road to retirement or to achieving those lifestyle choices that are so important to you. Because we as individuals need to basically fulfill those things that are most important to us. You have dreams, I have dreams, and they need to be achieved and not just put off into the sunset. Right here on the Women's Expo site is a little bit more information about my financial planning package and what it includes. I'm not going to go into a lot of detail. It's there for you. I welcome for you to give me a call to discuss this further if you'd like to have a financial plan. And I hope you are enjoying the Women's Expo today. And I'm so glad that you listened to this webinar. Thank you so very much. Bye-bye.